If you do not have your headphones plugged in, please do the world a favor. Plug them in now. Turn the volume to as low as possible. I'm now about to play the hardest piece that I have ever had to play on the bass clarinet. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to middle school. Testosterone is rising, toxic masculinity is starting to take its seeds deep into the hearts of boys everywhere. Hair is growing where the sun don't shine, and the number one brand in everyone's mind right now, Proactive. Is Proactive even still around? I don't watch Nickelodeon anymore. I only watch HGTV, and that's more like menopausal shingles type commercials, so I don't really know if Proactive's still around. Today is Saturday, August 22nd, 7:42 a.m. And if this were 100% accurate right now, I'd probably be in jazz band making some sexy growling sounds on my baritone saxophone. I was such a hottie back then. Wow, has it been downhill? Anyway, you're probably wondering right now, alright, how exactly do you top the Jimmy Dean breakfast burger as breakfast? And the answer is, you really can't. You really can't. Like elementary school in general, life is just downhill from there. So we can only hope to one day become something like that Jimmy Dean breakfast burger. But for now, this will do. Now this meal here, Hot Pockets. That's right, Hot Pockets. My favorite all-time flavor Hot Pocket would have to be probably a pepperoni pizza, but my family would only ever buy us the ham and cheese. I have no idea why, but hey, I didn't know how to use a microwave, so Hot Pockets I'd have for breakfast basically all the way throughout high school. When college came, I haven't had one since then. I went shopping the other day for these Hot Pockets, and I spent about 20 minutes in the breakfast aisle of multiple supermarkets looking for these Hot Pockets. And I couldn't figure out why they were gone, why they weren't in the breakfast aisle, like what's going on. And one day as I'm getting some supplies for dinner later today in the pizza aisle, I find the Hot Pockets, and then that's when it clicked. It took me 22 years to realize not everyone in the world views Hot Pockets as only a breakfast item. I had no idea. This is just like a snack item. I probably just had a childhood shattering moment right there, and there have been pretty significant ones in my life. If you were to tell me a top three, number one, the morning after I lost a tooth, my mom came to me and showed me the tooth that I had put underneath my pillow, and I learned that my mom was in fact the tooth fairy. Wow, how did she do that? Number two, that Drew Seeley was the one who sang for High School Musical and not Zac Efron. What? Seeing the live show made way more sense now. I was like, who is this dude filling in for Zac? Like, what's going on? And three, that Justin Bieber was a male. What's next? I find out my dad was Santa Claus all along. Like, what? He's Jewish anyway. But yeah, today we're going to be living, once again, like I am 11 years old. At this point, I was maybe about 120 to 140-ish pounds. Puberty hit me hard, smacked me real hard in the face. I started earlier than most kids in my class, and it was just, woof, fun times everywhere. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and just dig right in. Of course, got our signature chocolate milk. Still on that chocolate milk train right now at this point in my life. Crack this open right here. Look at that. Ham and cheese. Oh yes. Oh, don't fall. Breakfast as an 11-year-old right here. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Just as I remember it. Cheesy, gooey, slightly cold. Absolutely perfect. That was underwhelming. Lasted about, that was 1 minute right there. Awesome. After the 8-year-old breakfast, on this one, I really am flabbergasted. I did not resort to cannibalism at an early age. But yeah, there was breakfast right there. Then I go ahead and make my roundly self halfway to school, jazz band in the morning, and then off to class, and the drill, sedentary lifestyle. You don't develop childhood obesity by being active all the time, so needless to say, I'll be sitting around for the rest of the day. Check back in with you guys at snack time. Peace. Alright, it's been about 8 minutes since I wrapped up breakfast. And I'm already incredibly hungry once again, and I'm very tempted to crack open the other Hot Pocket, but gotta stick to what 11-year-old me would do. Speaking of what 11-year-old me would do, so today I will not be drinking 600 calories worth of Powerade. By now I had already started transition away from Powerade and realized, maybe that's the best thing for me. My new anti-water drink during this time was Diet Lipton. Green tea or mixed berry, one of the two. I couldn't find them in the store, but it was a gallon of the Diet Lipton. So this is the closest substitute I could find. Arizona iced tea, diet green tea with ginseng. Ooh. I'm going to see if I can finish this gallon of iced tea, which should be pretty straightforward because there were multiple days where I would actually finish a gallon of Diet Lipton green tea over there. And, you know, overall, I'm glad I started to make somewhat healthier options, you know, when middle school came around. Sure, it explains why I'm stuck forever as a manlet because of the caffeine I'd be getting on a daily basis, though I feel like it was kind of negligible. I blame more of it on being half Filipino. My mom's 4'11", so I got her short genes, but it's okay. Apparently, people over 6 foot are more at risk of COVID, so manlet's awesome. 5'10", I'm perfectly happy. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Go and crack this open. Athlete status achieved. Catch up with you guys later. Peace. What is up, everyone? Once again, now it is 9:49, still Saturday, August 22nd. Update on the tea, making pretty solid progress. Not as great as, actually, I think this might be better than Diet Lipton. I don't know, I don't remember what Diet Lipton tasted like. The mixed berry, though, that slapped. Right now, I am still very, very hungry. Breakfast was not filling in the slightest at all. So, it's snack time. And as much as I want to bust out another can of aerosol cheese and go to town on that, one of my all-time favorite snacky snack foods would have to be Chex Mix right here. The cheddar cheese flavor in particular. Fun fact too, I am semi-ambidextrous. I don't think it's ambidextrous, but like some things I'm left-handed in, some things I'm right-handed in. So like in baseball, I bat lefty, throw righty. When I ride a scooter, I'm a lefty on there. Same with skateboarding as well too. And I also trained myself to eat items in bowls with my left hand as opposed to my right hand, because the right hand had to ensure that I was flicking through the TV channels. So I'd always have access to the remote. I could punch in the channels. I could switch between channel 35 Disney and channel 37 Nickelodeon pretty easily, no cheesy fingers. And it's going to come in handy too as I continue doing some work on the computer here and munch on this snack as we go along. So we'll chow down on our first little round of Chex Mix. These are absolutely delicious too. I haven't had cheddar Chex Mix in super long. Every once in a while, on band trips over college, they have some Chex Mix for us to snack on. I delve into it, but like those things are like 300 calories per pack and it's super small. I actually much rather prefer vegetables and hummus. And Kevin, if you're watching this video, I know those were your ideas during that bowl game, and I wish people got on the bandwagon. The hummus veggie bandwagon, I'd ride that all the way. But you know, cheddar Chex Mix is a great little trip down memory lane right here. Notice though, it's on the left hand. Right hand is still free to mouse around right there. Alright, all finished. Okay, fine. I'll finish up there. I'll go ahead and rinse out the old mouth. Finish up a little bit more work here, and then you guys are in for a little treat. So we'll check in with you guys in a minute. Peace. Alright, what is up, everyone? Little time check here, 11:17, still August 22nd. So yeah, I was and still am to a certain extent, I guess like spiritually, not practicing being a band geek. I watched trombone all throughout college, but before then I dedicated my entire life's work to mastering the bass clarinet. And in middle school is when I really started to realize, like, hey, I'm actually not super bad at this. And I was the top chair for a while all throughout middle school. Helps when you're the only bass clarinet, but hey, winning by default is the best way to win. Anyway, around this time usually was band class, and I said you guys are in for a treat. And being home, stuck in quarantine, and low-key furloughed / deferred for my start date, I found old Calorie here, the bass clarinet. So we're gonna go ahead and crack her open, see if I can still make noise with it, and maybe give you guys a little show here. Before we do though, quick update on the Arizona iced tea. Making solid progress. Definitely will finish this before the end of the day. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Wow. Gosh, Clary and I have been through so much. 9 years worth of band practices, rehearsals, concert band, marching band. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can remember how to put her together, and we'll go from there. Oh, it's like riding a bike, you never really forget. Old neck strap for marching, and you know. Best part of the instrument too, this little gooseneck right here. Best thing about switching over to brass instrument too is that you don't have to invest in these dang reeds anymore, literally, especially for a bass clarinet. Broke the friggin' bank on these. These reach like $5, $6 each back in the day. I'm sure with inflation now, probably about $200 each. Once again, this read thing too. You gotta spend so much time just sucking on the thing. There's very little reward that comes out of it as well. The amount of sucking on wood jokes too. Middle school was such a terrible time. We really need to fix middle school kids. Ugh, you look back on the stuff that you did back then, and you're just kind of ashamed of it all. I hope the Zoomers have it better. Probably don't. Now, the viewers at home, if you do not have your headphones plugged in, please do the world a favor. Plug them in now. Turn the volume to as low as possible. I'm now about to play the hardest piece that I have ever had to play on the bass clarinet. It's a little tune you guys may know called Hot Cross Buns. Did I shine my shoes? Yes, I shine my shoes. Okay, well that was actually a lot of fun. I don't want to get super emotional on camera. A lot of good memories. On another note though, if anyone knows anyone out there who's looking to buy a bass clarinet, DM me, please. I need someone to slide into my DMs. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My apologies if your ears are bleeding. Feel free to forward me the bills. I won't pay them, but at least let me know the damage that I've done so I can sleep worse than I currently am at night. And I'll see you guys over at lunch. Cheers. All right. 12:46 p.m. still August 22nd. It is now everyone's favorite time of day. Lunchtime. At the middle school I went to, lunch was after this reading session that they had, so everyone was super angsty. No one ever really read, per se. And then everyone wanted to be at the classroom closest to lunchroom because it was always a mad dash to the cafeteria. Especially when they were serving this meal right here. Everyone, I don't know, I hope everyone has experienced this. I think this is a common American kid's school meal. Maybe not, maybe it was just my district. French toast sticks, sausage patties, which I didn't want to buy because we had some meatballs in the fridge, so I think like, 4 meatballs to 2 sausage patties, pretty common. And then you got a milk or orange juice, but I always gave that away to my friend because I always whipped up my tea that my mom had packed for me. You also had to get a side, and most of the sides were vegetables, and I wasn't planning on ever eating the side, so I'd always ask them not to give me a side, but they always forced me to take a side. And so I'd always just grab carrots and celery and throw them away immediately, which, knowing me today, one of my biggest pet peeves is food waste. It drives me insane. And I just don't understand why they make me take this food that, like, okay, I'm the stereotypical chubby kid, alright? I'm not going to eat your carrots and celery that you're forcing me to take. That's just going right into the trash. More food is wasted. Oh, jeez. But back to lunch. This was by far my favorite public school meal. We have our little IHOP syrup packet right here. Okay. And then I always started with the sausage patties first because these French toast sticks to die for. Of course, they always had enough syrup that you could also dip your sausages in there. And if you're wondering, yes, I did microwave every meal so far, as per what I anticipate schools would have done back in the day. When it's floppy like this, it makes the entire experience better. You can put it through an air fryer, you can toast it, it's crispy and everything, but I prefer my French toast sticks soggy, floppy, just flopping around everywhere. Sweet, savory, you can't beat sausage and syrup. Alright, right now, I've got 6 of these French toast sticks here. I think it was 6 in middle school and elementary school, and then I lost my mind when I got to high school, and they bumped it up to 8. Oh my goodness, was I a happy boy. Wow. Dunkin' action here. Oh yeah, like I said, all about the flop. Soggy, sweet, cinnamony. Oh my goodness. Meals like these where I'm like, wow, maybe middle school wasn't all that bad. I remember too, back in elementary school, I was one of the few kids who would say thank you to the lunch ladies, and they knew me as like the thank you kid, and they would always give me a little extra French toast stick on the side. Maybe in retrospect, not the best idea to give extra food to an obese kid. Really instilling in kids that good behavior there. Always say thank you. To all the young kids watching this, why are you watching this? And secondly, always say thank you to the lunch ladies in school. This is so good. Some of my other favorite meals too, in public school system here in Arizona, if not the rest of the US, would have to be orange chicken day, teriyaki chicken day, and popcorn chicken bowl. Lots of chicken. And then every Tuesday was Papa John's Pizza Day, which, this is a subject for a completely other day, but Papa John's is by far the worst mass pizza chain out there in America. It's driving me crazy. Also, I don't know if I did a good job explaining this earlier, but I didn't actually carry around a gallon of Diet Lipton everywhere I went in public. I've worn my underwear in public though, thinking they were boxers and I thought they were pants. Another story for another day. I always have those 12-ounce bottles that my mom put in a water bottle so that people wouldn't judge me for just drinking tea all the time and instead look like I'd be drinking water. But then at home, I would have the gallons to just sip on throughout the day. And if you thought lunch was over though, nay. So during that time, you were allowed to then, after eating, to go out to the playground, play around. In middle school, I never went out to recess once. It was mandatory back to elementary school, middle school. Choice is yours. I was just chill, chat with friends, and slowly be introduced to racism at an early age, which then took years and years and years to reverse. The lines for lunch were clear, and then that meant I could go back and purchase my real side that I wanted. This cinnamon crumb cake. Purchase that for my little $1.50. Take it back to my seat, open it up, nibble on it, get a little sweetness at the end of the meal. Not like the syrup was sweet enough or anything. Oh, that smells so good. This weighs about a pound too, 411 grams. Wow, that's a lot of cinnamon sugar up at the top. Look at that. Oh man. Secret ingredient definitely was love. Yeah, I don't think it was this bad back in middle school, but it was pretty close. It was pretty close. Cheers. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's so good. Shout out to the baker at this gas station. And bakers across all gas stations. Probably some of the most underrated desserts out there are the ones that are handmade at gas stations. I really hope too it's like just like some random gas station's grandmother who they bring in the baked goods and everything for the day. That's just a sweet, wholesome image I'd like to see. Time to get back to class now. Lunch is over. Recess is over. And I'll catch up with you guys for the after school snack. Peace. And we are back for snack time. It is now 2:21. Class just got out. I just got home and I just raided the pantry for another snack here, which is going to be classical munchies right here. Yeah, just like Chex Mix, you know, munchies, always good. Love the variety. Love the cheddar cheese leaning of it all and the flavor wise. Pretty good progress on tea too, which is good. I'm trying to think too here about whether or not I was aware of how overweight I was in middle school. I was above average height. Really the thing that I remember being most self-conscious about in middle school was acne and then my glasses. The glasses I had back in 6th grade, so they were my first pair of glasses. My dad was the one who helped me pick out the style, and he's 50 years older than me. Kind of out of touch with, you know, what the cool kids were wearing these days. The whole point of glasses in his mind was to make them as invisible as possible, which meant wire frames. Which, like, I guess if you're Harry Potter, cool. But as a kid in middle school, yeah, not the coolest thing. So I refuse to wear them at all. I don't think there are any photos of me wearing those original pair of glasses because I looked absolutely terrible in them. Then I eventually got contacts though, and then the rest is history, and I have cool looking glasses now. But beyond that, with respect to weight, yeah, once again, it was that same mentality of here I am going through puberty, I'll probably hit another growth spurt, and all this excess weight that I may have will just disappear magically. And to a certain extent, it did. I don't want to give away too much for the next upcoming video in this series here, but overall though, still in that very happy mindset where it was just kind of ignorant bliss, like yeah, something I had to deal with. PE was a struggle. First of all, changing in a locker room was a very daunting thing for me. I was like, wait, we're all supposed to get naked right now? Didn't actually be naked, we're just changing our underwear, which is not bad at all. Once again, cheesy fingers. Nothing's cheesy around me though. Left-handed training. But yeah, that wraps it up for snacks for the day. Checking with you guys for our little after-school activity in a sec. We're going on this D here. Alright, we are back in the game room / current quarantine home gym / music room for some extracurricular activities here after school fun. So, if this were 100% accurate, I'd probably be playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition, but sadly, my computer that I've used throughout all of childhood is no longer working. The closest second that we can get when it comes to video games would have to be Guitar Hero World Tour. This game was my jam. Level medium, I was using the blue button, I never even touched the hard difficulty at all. But yeah, so we're going to just do one little set list here. I'm telling you, nothing was cooler than strapping on this thing. Oh my goodness, okay. Here we are, ladies and gents. Maybe I achieved it. Maybe. All I know is way more accurate than my Sims character because I still am looking for that six-pack. Let's see if my Guitar Hero skills are slightly better than my bass clarinet skills. It's been a while. Okay, so we have got Spiderwebs by No Doubt, Santeria, of course, a classic, La Bamba, The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars. Love that song. Hot for Teacher because I remember that was the last song in the formal campaign, so technically it was one of the harder ones. But then there was that last scene where you're on a flying boat with some griffins pulling it. Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Due to copyright, we're just gonna go ahead and mute this and then zoom through it. Let's see how I do. And we're gonna be going on medium because I still don't think I'm ready for hard quite yet. 96% notes. Not bad. I got 140 bucks. All right, battery in the camera's about to die, so we'll just go ahead and cut towards the end of it so you can see my big grand finale.
3,000 whoop-whoos later.
Oh, love to see it. First place finish. Take that 11-year-old Bruce. Beat ya. Let's do expert misery business, Paramore. Let's see how long I last. I give myself 30 seconds. Yeah, but that was actually a ton of fun. Definitely more of a Guitar Hero kid than, what was the other one, Rock Band? With that, I got my exercise in for the day right there as a kid. Just sweating out in this room, jamming out, being a rock star. Oh no, I hate the restart. Go ahead and cook up some dinner and then we'll finish out the day right here. Remember, stay hydrated, rock stars, they get sweaty up there. Okay, and it is now dinner time. My sister and I, growing up, we had an ungodly amount of frozen pizzas for our dinner. Usually the way it went would be that our mom started out with 2 slices of pizza, and then I'd have to get up, get another slice, and then get another slice, and then we'd end up just basically splitting the pizza down the middle there. Today, we have got some nice thin crust, triple meat pizza. Probably my favorite pizza growing up, Tombstone pizza. And I don't know if it was the flavor that I liked the most, or the fact that like Tombstone is in Arizona. I was just like, represent. But yeah, without further ado, we'll go ahead and finish off this 11-year-old diet here with nice ooey gooey cheesy triple meat pizza here from Tombstone. Nice crust to sauce to meat ratio. Tombstone, always killing it in the game. I forgot, for TV tonight, we've got an episode of Wizards of Waverly Place. I wanted to be more like a Max, but I was definitely more of a Justin, and I was well aware of that fact there. Now, to make it as accurate as possible to 11-year-old dinner here, I have to get up, get my steps in for the day to get my 3rd slice, and I sit down back down, get back up, get my 4th slice here. So yeah, getting our steps in, you know, even at 11 years old. So be right back. Boom. All right, slice number 3. All right, and then slice number 4. Right there, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, there's that. But if I'm watching, you guys know, it's not a childhood diet in the world of Bruce until you have dessert. Here she is, Miss America, a Blue Bunny loaded cone. Most of my desserts at the end of the day were these ice cream cones here. More specifically though, it'd be the drumstick ice cream cone with the cookie border. Not a big fan of nuts back in the day. They also, oh my goodness, you see this? Wow, what a treat. Okay. Loaded cones, open slowly, drum roll optional. As you can see there, we got some nuts on top, and I have no idea what it's loaded with. Probably chocolate chips, some hot fudge, all deliciousness though. So we'll go ahead and cap off our little 11-year-old day here with a nice little sweet treat. Yeah, so far we got peanuts, chocolate fudge chunks, and this awesome little dollop of caramel. And the best part of every store-bought ice cream cone is that little chunk of chocolate down there at the bottom. It's like finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Just when you thought the adventure couldn't get any better, you hit the jackpot. That does it for our day there. Oh, wait a second. One last thing we gotta finish right here. All right, bottoms up. We're gonna feel that real soon. Final time check here, 5:42, still Saturday, August 22nd. All right, so total calories and macros for the day are going to appear on this side of the screen right here. So we're looking at just under 3,500 calories here. Not as bad as the 8-year-old diet. The difference would be basically cutting Powerade out up there and switching over to diet green tea, which, you know, you really feel it when you're not drinking water. Like, as great as it was having a little bit of sweetness to sip on, I missed water all day. I missed it so much. As for like satiation, this one was way better than the 8-year-old excuse me, diet, as you can tell by the fact that I'm burping right now. Probably once again too, the snacks, they were still an unnecessary amount of calories. That was 1,000 calories right there basically in snacks, so cut that away and you're basically at what an active male should be eating on a daily basis. Now an 11-year-old boy, he's a growing boy though. Once again, just another chapter here as I realized like, wow, thank goodness I had gotten my physical life together at the age I did. Otherwise, like, this is just not sustainable. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here. You enjoyed me serenading you on the bass clarinet and then serenading you with a plastic guitar. Make sure to give it a like, comment, and if you want to subscribe. And stay tuned for the next episode in this little series here. Remember, always stay humble, stay hungry, and I will see you guys later. Peace.